Secondly, however, times of darkness are often the best place to learn about God's grace. Thirdly, times of darkness can sometimes be the very best situation for you to grow into someone of greatness. And fourthly, darkness can be relativized. Darkness can last a long time, can show you God's grace, can turn you into someone great, and it can be relativized. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Number one, first thing we learn here is that darkness, both spiritual and personal darkness, can last a very long time. As a composition, a prayer that ends without the slightest bit of hope, without the slightest ray of light, what is the teaching of that? The teaching is that you can read it. You can pray and pray and pray like this guy. You can do everything you ought to do, calling out to God, believing in God, living rightly as far as we know. You can pray and live rightly and still be absolutely plunged for a long, 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 long time in both outside and inside darkness. Now, there's two kinds of darkness that are discussed here. Outside darkness is the darkness of circumstances out in this man's life. This man is having huge problems out there in his life. We don't know exactly what they are. In fact, very seldom in the Psalms do we know exactly what the trouble is. And that's almost better, because if you're using the Psalms yourself, it's easier to kind of make the Psalm your own, because you read it and you can relate to it. Here's what we do know. All of his closest friends and loved ones have been taken away from him, and he's facing imminent death.